Okay, good evening once again, everyone. Welcome to the Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals between the Phoenix Suns and the LA Clippers. We are live tonight, audio only. You'll hear the audio feed. You will not hear see the video due to copyright. So that is what we're going to do tonight. But if you want to come in video chat, you can come in through the StreamYard links. We will post those StreamYard links in the chat rooms. You'll be able to get access. So let's go ahead and do that before we begin tonight's game. This is a very important game for the Phoenix Suns. If the Phoenix Suns win tonight, they will move on to the NBA Finals. So that looks like hopefully there'll be a possibility, but nothing is set in stone. So once again, we are live here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So once again, we are going to send those links out to you. Let me do that as we go. Game will begin in just a few moments. So let me send those links out to you. So that link is posted. So all three networks are posted: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So you have two options. Either if you want to go regular chat, you could go. You could put something in the chat room. We'll see the chat. You'll be your name will be recognized as a participant. So there's once again there's two options. So if you're watching the game tonight, if you want to come in video chat about tonight's game, you can do that. Like I said, StreamYard link. That's very important. Just hit the StreamYard link, put your name in there, and you'll be able you'll be coming into the studio. Also, we have to tell you this: please make sure your mics are turned on, and also make sure your cameras are working efficiently, because we don't want to have any issues with your cameras or your microphones. So that's what we're talking about. So. Okay, let's go over some scores. Let's go over some scores before we begin tonight's game. So I'm gonna go over some the NHL Stanley Cup Finals. At the end of one, it's no score. Also, rain delay in New York. It is 7-3. Yankees on top, bottom third. Also top of the fifth. Philly on top, 5-3. Runners at first and second for the Miami Marlins and 2 outs. Also, Boston on top, 3-1, bottom of the fifth. Also, bottom two is Minnesota on top, 1-0, 1 out in the inning there. Also, final scores from earlier today: St. Louis winning 7-4, Milwaukee winning 15-7. And Washington winning 15-6. Now, College World Series, top of the seventh, 9-0. Mississippi State on top. Also, WNBA action. It is Chicago on top, 57-43. That is in the third quarter. So that is going on as we speak. So we'll have game coverage in just a second. So, and that will be via audio, no video. Once again, will not be allowed because of copyright. So we are going to go ahead and get started. So tonight's lineup: Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Bridges, Crowder. It's also you got Reggie Jackson, Beverly, Mann, and also Marcus Morris for the LA Clippers. So that's we're getting ready to get underway. So tip off will be underway in just a second. The ball will be controlled by the Phoenix Suns here in the first quarter, so we're underway. Quarter number 1. They'll pass it down low, and they will get the basket. So it's 2-0 Clippers. So excuse me, Suns. Suns on top 2-0. I'm getting discombobulated. So it's 2-0 Suns on top. So the Clippers get the ball. So let's see if the Clippers can counter on their shot. And they will get the shot. Beverly makes the basket. Makes it even at 2. So even at 2. So the ball goes back to the Suns. Jay Crowder for 3. He puts it down. Makes it 5-2. So finally, Jay Crowder knocks down a 3, 5-2. So 5-2. Suns on top. Ball goes back to the LA Clippers. So let's see if they can get a shot off. Shot clock at 3. They'll have to hurry. And 24-second violation against LA. Ball will go back to the Phoenix Suns. Still trailing 5-2. So the ball goes back over to the Suns. See if the Suns can get. They'll pass it down low. And Booker going to the lane, misses the shot. Ball will go back over to the LA Clippers. So it's 5-2. 3-point shot is no good. Ball will go back over to the Phoenix Suns. After you got missed shot by the LA Clippers. And missed shot by the Suns, going back over to the LA Clippers. Score is still 5-2. So let's see who will Jackson will try to go to the lane. He'll pass it. Extra pass, Morris. No good. Still 5-2. Booker will try to go to the lane, and he will get it. 7-2 Phoenix. So 7-2 Phoenix. Booker has not shot well since that brilliant game 1, but starting to get back on track. So it looks like he is. Paul George for 3, no good. Ball will go back over to the Suns. See if they can try to get a shot off. Going to the lane. Shot is going to be no good. It's a missed shot. DeAndre Ayton misses the shot. Goes back over to the the Clippers. And that shot is good. Makes it 7-4 Phoenix on top. So 7-4 Phoenix. So it's Paul Beverly getting the driving layup. Chris Paul. And ball's going to be taken away by the Clippers. And George will get the basket. Makes it 7-6. So 7-6 Suns on top. So let's see if they can try to that ball is going to be going back over to travel by George, Booker going back over to the Suns. Get to the pitch and contest the shot. Then it leads to quality offense on the other end of the great defense. Let's see if the Clippers can capitalize. And lost the handle on the so DeAndre Ayton will try to go to the lane. And DeAndre Ayton will knock it down. Makes it 9-6. Beverly will knock down the 3. Makes it 9-9. So Beverly knocks down the 3. 9-9. Ball goes back over to the and a 3. So Chris Paul knocks down the J. So 3-point J by Chris Paul makes it 12-9. Ball goes back over to the and the shot's going to be no good by Morris, going back over to the Suns. So let's see if they can get a shot off here. The Suns. So that's going to be Crowder passing it to Chris Paul. So let's see if Chris Paul will try to get a shot up, and he does! 3-point shot is good. Makes it 15-9.
Phoenix has come out. They've hit 6 of their first 10 from the field, including all 3 of their 3-pointers. Chris Paul missed a couple mid-rangers to start, but now he's knocked in 2 consecutive threes. They need Chris Paul. And Chris Paul.
So nice little 3-point shot by Chris Paul. I like what he's doing. So 15-9 is your score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Let's give you the team stats on the screen while they're at a break. Okay, right now 6 of 10 for 60%. They're also 3 out of 3 on 3-point shots, so that's good. Clippers are 1 of 5. Free throws, nobody's on the line. We're not going to worry about that. So rebounding aspects even at 4. Defensive rebounds are even at 4 as well. Turnovers is only 1-1. Fast break points even at 2. And points to paint even at 6. So your score is 15-9. So right now, let's show you what's happening with Chris Paul's shots. 2 out of 2. So he's knocking down 2 out of 2 shots in the game. So it's 2 out of 2. He's also 2 out of 4. He has 6 points. So far, so good. So it's 15-9. Phoenix Suns on top of the LA Clippers. So it's once again 15-9. So we score. Right now we're going to commercial breaks. We're at a commercial. We cannot play commercials during the broadcast. So that's. Let's see what else. Who else is in figures? Looks like right now it's Booker. He's knocking down. He's only 1 of 2 in the game. Also, let's see Morris right now. He's 0 for 3. So that's not a good sign right there. He's 0 for 3. Also, Beverly's only 3 for 3. He's also 1 for 1. George has 2 points. He has 1 of 2. And also 1 of 0 of 1. So that's in the box scores here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So the score is 15-9 is the score. So I'll be honest with you. Look, I think the Suns tonight are going to be out for revenge because that loss in Game 5, that could have got them into the finals, but unfortunately it didn't. So right now, I'm gonna be honest with you, they're just out for revenge. So the score is 15-9. So I say this: they're right now. They're just playing consistent basketball right now. In the first quarter, I know the Clippers just have a no quit attitude, but the truth of the matter is, if the Suns get out real far and deep, that's going to be a problem. So let's get back to game coverage. 15-9 is your score from ESPN.
6 years with the LA Clippers. All 6 years they went to the playoffs, and they were always one of the better teams in the NBA, but could never even get to the conference finals. They've accomplished that issue of these Clippers.
So let's see if the Clippers can get a basket, and does. That's going to be Reggie Jackson getting the basket, makes it 15-11. So 15-11 is the score. Let's see if Chris Paul can hand it off. That's going to be Devin Booker getting a pass. So let's see if Devin Booker will try for 3 and no good. So ball will go back over to the LA Clippers. They'll pass it from the left side. Morris for three. Good. So it's 15-13. So it's an offensive foul against Devin Booker.
Patrick Beverly again, another brilliant defensive play in transition. This is a tough play to make. Devin Booker running full speed ahead. Puts his body in position to take the hit. Raises up to number one, saying he's first team. That's not true. He's a heck of a defender. He thinks that he's just first team. He thinks he's the best defender in the NBA.
So the ball goes back over to the Clippers. Still leading. Suns still leading 15-13. Jackson will try to shot off, and nope, it's way off. Ball goes back over to the Suns. Suns leading 15-13. Chris Paul will try to get it to DeAndre Ayton, and he will knock it down. Makes it 17-13. Suns on top. So 17-13. Ball goes back to the Clippers. Booker will get the That's the shot is good. That's Paul George, makes it 17-15, 2-point game. Crowder will try to attempt the three, and it's no good. So defensive rebound by the LA Clippers. Triple team. Let's see if they can get a shot off here. And the shot is off the mark. And that's going to be a foul coming in.
Chris Paul will sit down. Paul 6 points.
So Chris Paul 6 points for him.
Look at Terrence Mann on the weak side attacking the offensive boards. The elevation, the want of the basketball. You see his route there, Jack?
I mean, they try to get the ball rip the ball out of his hand, but that is considered a jump ball. So it's a jump ball. Ball will go back over. Phoenix will get the ball on the jump. So the ball still 17-15, 4 minutes and some change left. So let's see if they can. And he will get the basket. Makes it 19-15. So 19-15 is the score. Here on our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. If you want to come in video chat with us, come on down. We'll make sure you will. And the shot is good. That's going to be Reggie Jackson for three. Makes it 19-18. So 19-18 is the score. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. That pass is going to go over. And taken away by Jackson. That's going to be Cameron Payne getting the foul.
At the elbow, sets the screen for Bridges. Bridges turns the corner, forces the help, and drops off the pass to Ayton. That's still offense by the Suns. Monty Williams, talking about Game 5, said it was unacceptable the way they started the game. They were down 20-5, so they needed to play with more force. Certainly done that here in the first 8.5 minutes.
Ball goes back. Let's see if the Clippers. And the basket is good. That's going to be Nicholas Batum getting the basket. Makes it 20-19 Clippers. So 20-19 by one. And an easy basket for Devin Booker. Makes it 21-20. 21-20 is the score. Ball goes back to the Clippers. And Batum for three. No good. Ball goes back over to the Phoenix Suns. Still leading 21-20. Pass down low. Aiden will try to go to the lane and does. Get the basket. Makes it 23-20. Well, 23-20 is the score here in the first quarter. Beverly will try to go to the lane. And shot. So it's going to be Clipper ball.
And we'll have a timeout. Kawhi Leonard, this time on the bench, as he continues to miss this series with that sprained knee.
Okay, once again, you scored 23-20. I'm gonna say this right now: the Clippers are they're just coming after. But the Suns, they're playing with poise tonight. They're absolutely playing with poise. That's something. Look, if they can keep doing it throughout the whole game, then good things will happen. So 23-20 is your score. Let's check the box score, see what's happening. And on Crowder right now, let's see. Chris Paul has 6 points. Booker has 4. Booker went 2 for 4. Let's see the LA Clippers players. Beverly has 7. He's 3 of 4 shooting right now. He's also 1 of 1. Jackson has 5. He has 2 of 3 shooting, and then George has 4. So he's 2 of 4, and also 0 of 2 in the game tonight. So let's give you the stats. Okay, the Suns are shooting 62%. The Clippers 52. 3-point shooting. The Suns are at 60. The Clippers at 25. So that's right now the rebounding is 7-6, 1-0 in favor of the Clippers, and 6-6 on defensive boards. Now the turnovers is 3-2 in favor of the Suns. So they have to clean that up. That's something they have to stop doing. They have to stop giving those turnovers up. Fast break points even at 2, and points to the paint's even at 12. So your score is 23-20 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we are live tonight. So thanks for joining us. Let's see who's in the chat room. Looks like we don't have a chat room. So that's fine. We are quiet. So once again, I will have, if the game is tomorrow night, I will have I will try to have that game, but I don't know. I will try to skip that game between Atlanta and Philadelphia. But I will be doing the finals, some of the finals when whoever wins tonight. So I will be doing the finals as well. Also, we'll be doing some NBA draft. Also, Major League draft, and also we're going to be doing Olympic coverage starting next month. We will have basketball coverage, and we also will have soccer coverage and some baseball. So we will be having those coverages for you here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Let's get back to game coverage. So Chris Paul looks like he's coming back in the game.
Receive the mindset of attacking, gets into the paint area, big time finish, seals in the paint again, smaller guys around him, capitalizing, diving to the cup, the ability to finish in traffic, using that size, playing with the foot on the gas pedal, multiple jobs setting the tone on the interior.
No, Chris Paul looks like he's not. I say DeAndre Ayton, this young man's an absolute beast. So our score is still 23-20. See if the Clippers can capitalize, and the shot is no good. By the way, going back to the Phoenix Suns. Suns still lead by 3. Crowder will pass. Cameron Payne, and that ball will go out of bounds. The Suns will have the ball. The Suns will have the basketball.
Activity not quitting on a play. And Payne's ability to get to his left, Morris stays with him. This is a crucial time for me. No Patrick Beverly on the floor.
Ball goes back to the and the shot is no good. That's a missed shot. That was Devin Booker. And they'll pass it down low. So let's see who gets the shot, and shot is going to be no good. So DeMarcus Cousins missed. Still 23-20. Cameron Payne for three makes it 28-20. 26-20, excuse me. I'm getting ahead of myself now. It's going fast. Nope, good. No good. And the ball goes back to the Phoenix Suns. Let's see if they can get a mid-range shot. Good. Devin Booker makes it 28-20. 9-0 run for the Phoenix Suns here in the first quarter. Cousins for three, knocks it down. Makes it 28-23. Last 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And Devin Booker knocks down a three. Makes it 31-23. Another three. DeMarcus Cousins makes it 31-26.
Extraordinary in these playoffs. Obviously, more shot opportunities without Kawhi Leonard. He was taking full advantage and answered the challenge.
So let's see if they can get a shot off. Last few minutes, yes. That's going to be DeAndre Ayton. Makes it 33-26.
A double-figure start here in the first quarter for DeAndre Ayton. They're just getting whatever they
5.7 seconds remaining here in the first.
Terrific play by Booker. A communication error. Two guys going to the ball, which leaves Booker open and Ayton open right under the basket. Well, after the Suns scored 120 points in game one, they've been held under 100 once, under 90 another time. Their offense has been up and down as Jackson drives, shot block, knocked out of bounds.
Shot block, knocked out of bounds. That's going to be DeAndre Ayton block and Reggie Jackson's shot.
They should steal the Monty Williams play right now. Morris comes off the screen, can't get it to him. Out to Cousins. Cousins steps back, fires a break.
Wow! Knocks it down! DeMarcus Cousins makes it 33-29.
And the lead is cut to 4.
Excellent three by DeMarcus Cousins. At the shot clock came on and he just popped it. So 33-29, 4-point game. I'll be honest with you, that was just an absolute great shot by DeMarcus Cousins to end the first quarter. So let's give you the first quarter stat recap. So we'll give you first quarter stats. So I'm going to go over to the flash score stat screen. Flash score is the best source to let's give you your first quarter stats. In the first quarter, Clippers shot 50%. The Suns shot 63%. 2-point shooting, 63 for the Clippers and 60 for the Suns. Now, 3-point shooting, 5 of 13 for the Clippers and 5 for 7 for the Phoenix Suns. That is good for 71. And then Clippers shooting 38%. Here in the first quarter. Also, the rebounding aspects, offensive rebounds 1-0, defensive rebounds 9-7 in favor of the Phoenix Suns, and total rebounds 9-8 in favor of the Phoenix Suns. Also, turnovers was 3-2. So the score is 33-29 after one. So we'll give you the points to the paint numbers. And so I'm going to go to the ESPN screen as well. So I'm going to go over to my ESPN screen. Okay, we'll give you those points in the paint, 14-12 in favor of the Clippers. No, Suns, excuse me. 14-12 and 4-2 on fast break points in favor of the Suns. Here in the first after one, you score 33-29 to score. We're getting ready for second quarter action. So we'll return back to ESPN broadcast once the game returns. So if you want to comment about tonight's game, if you're watching tonight's game, come on down to the chat room. We'll let you come in, give your take on tonight's game. That would be highly optional for anybody. Also, if you want a video chat with us while you're watching the game, you can do that as well via the StreamYard links. That is also 100% highly optional as well. So the score is 33-29. So I would say this, like, this is going to be an absolute barn burner of a game tonight. I'm going to tell you, these two teams are just slugging it out in game number 6, because whoever wins tonight will go to the finals. If it's Phoenix, they will go to the finals. They have a commanding 3-2 lead, but we'll have another game. We'll have another game after that. If we have a game 7, that most likely will be sooner rather than later. So that is so we'll get back to game coverage from ESPN. Scores 33-29.
More attention, getting the ball down the floor with pace. Defensively, we're playing.
The ball once again. We start quarter number 2. Clippers have the ball on this possession. Let's see if the Clippers can get a shot off. They'll try to get a shot off. Looks like a foul coming in. That's going to be Sarge getting a shooting foul.
From the field. Meanwhile, we've got our first free throw of the game.
So they had no free throws in the first quarter. So this is the first in quarter number 2. That's DeMarcus Cousins. First one is up, and it is good. Makes it 33-30. So Eastern Conference Finals will be Thursday night, 7:30. We will not have that game. We'll probably, if we have a game 7, we will play. We'll have Friday's game for you. So we won't have tomorrow night's game. We'll have Friday. We'll go Friday night's game if necessary. And the shot is good, so it makes it 35-31, and that's Cameron Payne getting the 2-point basket. Makes it 35-31. So man will get the pass. Looks like that's going to be DeMarcus Cousins, and the shot follow-up is good. That's man. Makes it 35-33. So 35-33. They'll pass it. Let's see if they can try to get a shot off. Sarge for 3. Knocks it down. So it's Sarge making it 38-33. So 38-33 is the score. So let's see if Clippers can get, and it's going to be a foul. That's going to be Cameron Payne getting the shooting foul.
Well, it's a terrific play by Payne. A little hesitation gets him into the paint. The pocket bounce pass. Paul George a little bit late. And Sarge.
Free throw is up and good. That's Cousins, makes it 38-34.
See D'Angelo sending a message. Marcus Cousins and Chris Paul, a little love between the two of them. But you got to get the ball.
These two played on the Pelicans team. That was a couple of years ago, before they was traded. Him and shot is good. So that's Paul makes it 40-35. So 40-35 to score. Once again, they were trying to get a shot off, and no good. That's going to be George missing the shot. Ball goes back over to the Phoenix Suns. So Chris Paul will pass it. Sarge. Another three! Knocks it down, makes it 43-35. Right now, the 3-point shots, 7 of 9 for Phoenix and 5 for 13 for the Clippers.
Turn it over for the fourth time.
So the Clippers, that's the fourth turnover for the Clippers.
As we were talking about, off of the pick and roll, Chris Paul forcing the help, the drop ball pass, whatever they want out of the high screen and roll with DeMarcus Cousins involved.
And those pick and pop threes.
Balls goes back over to the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns still shot is no good. Going back over to the Phoenix Suns again. Offensive rebound. And the layup is good. Makes it 45-35.
Phoenix has the largest lead of the first half.
So full timeout for the Clippers.
Does a good job on the offensive board. Get it swung quickly, and then Payne uses his terrific speed to finish at the rim while warding off Paul George. Textbook finish by Payne.
Okay, the score is 45-35. 9:14 remaining here in the so I'd say this has been a pretty good first. Right now, the Suns are leading the Clippers 12-6 on those scorings. So let's give you the second quarter stats. I'm about to give you second quarter numbers. So I'm going to go to the switch over to the flash score screen. It is 83% for the Suns and 1 for 3 for the Clippers. That's 33%. Also, let's see. Scroll this up. Once again, 3-point shooting, 2 of 2 for the Suns and 0 for 0 for the LA Clippers. And free throws 4 of 4. They got to the line 4 times. That's only 100%. Offensive rebound here in the second quarter is 1-1. Defensive rebounds 1-0. And total rebounds 2-0. Also turnovers is 1-0 in favor of the LA Clippers. So your score is 45-35 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we'll switch this back in, and we'll give you the game. Okay, let's give you another MLB score and NHL scoreboard update. Montreal and Tampa Bay tied up at 1. That's in the second period. Also, Yankees on top 7-3. That's in the top of the fifth. Out in New York, the Angels are batting. Miami and Philadelphia are also in the rain delay. It's 8-5. Miami on top, bottom of the fifth. Also, bottom 6 is Boston on top 5-2. Also, the White Sox on top 4-1. That's in the top of the fourth. Now, in the College World Series, top of the ninth, 9-0. Mississippi State, so 9-0. So it looks like if they win, they will win the national championship. Mississippi State will be the new national championship for 2021. So that is your score is 45-35. We'll give you golf. So it looks like this is another tournament. This is the Rocket Mortgage Classic. So it's another tournament getting ready to start. So that'll be later on this week. So we'll get back to game coverage.
Here for Driven. A terrific start here in Game 6 for the Suns on the road at Staples Center. Shooting the ball extremely well. 68% overall, including 7 of 9 from 3. They've got 11 assists. They call DeMarcus Cousins. Big points off the bench, but some problems, Jeff, on the defensive end.
Right.
Ball goes back over to the Clippers. Clippers trailing 45-35. 7-0 run by the Phoenix Suns. So Morris will get the pass. And it's going to be a foul. That's going to be Bridges getting the foul. So Morris will get 2 free throws.
5 and 6 free throws still. No free throws for Phoenix.
No fouls.
Not a single foul. It's unbelievable.
You got to touch people.
15 minutes in a playoff game.
That's amazing. No fouls, no free throws for them. That's good.
Through all the ups and downs. Sitting courtside. I mean, his lovely wife and the credit. They've been around. I played here years ago and remember doing dance routines with Billy Crystal. He was at every game.
Free throw is good. Makes it 45-36.
Like so many of them, this has been just a dream season. First conference finals. They want more. Bridges,
Shot
jumper, misfires.
is no good by Bridges. Going back over to the Clippers. Clippers still trail 45-36. Let's see if they get a shot off here. I'll pass it. And Terrence Mann for 3. No good. The offensive rebound by the LA Clippers. And the shot is good. So it's George makes it 45-38. It's going to be blocked by Morris, but it is going to be a foul.
That was the first Clipper foul. It took nearly 16 minutes. Crowd upset, felt like there was no contact. Like a lot of basketball. Swipe to the head, maybe. Either way, I love again.
That is a foul, so it's free throws coming up for the first one is up and no good. That is Sarge.
He's played in every game, all off the bench, only playing about 11 minutes per game, averaging only about 4.
So that's Sarge right there. Sarge,
6 points off the bench.
6 points. He has 4 minutes off the bench.
Started his career with the Philadelphia 76ers. Started his career in the EuroLeague.
Free throw is good. So it's 46-38. Suns on top.
8-point Suns lead.
So the ball goes back to the Clippers. See if the Clippers can capitalize and get a basket.
Ball is on Marcus Morris. Jump shot.
Marcus Morris knocks it down. Makes it 46-40. That's a 6-point game. So Chris Paul will get the will inbound it down court. Passes it to Beverly down low. That's going to be Sarge. And the ball goes back over to the Clippers, and they will get a easy. Nope, that's not going to happen. Ball goes back over to the Suns.
Craig steps into a 3.
Craig for 3, no good. So Bridges and the ball will go back to the LA Clippers.
Good post defense by Beverly. Gets his hand on the ball. Could have been a jump ball, but comes loose. That's terrific defense. A lot you can say about Beverly. He rarely, if ever, gets out from heat.
Ball goes back over to the LA Clippers. Beverly will inbound the ball. So Beverly will try to drive it. It's going to be a foul on Craig.
Forced to switch with Craig defending and trying to backpedal, get back in front of Patrick Beverly. Ugly play, but clear contact. He's the longest tenured Clipper in just his 4th season. It can be infuriating to play against opposing teams' fans. He's one of the the top villains in the NBA, and as we said throughout the series, that's a role.
So Beverly will inbound and passes it
Jackson back to Morris.
to Morris. And a three-point shot by Morris makes it 46-43.
They got a couple mid-range jumpers when the three wasn't working for him. Now it's rhythm.
Chris Paul.
And the shot is good.
Here in game 6.
Makes it 48-43. Suns.
Morris has Booker on him. Cross court to Beverly. Beverly crossover.
That will try to get to the lane and does.
Some razzle dazzle on the offensive end. He's got 9 points. He is talking
So Paul Beverly gets the basket. 48-45. Three-point shot, no good.
And now a foul down the other end. As the Clippers look to go up the floor, Crowder checks to make sure Bertuzzi's okay. Patrick Beverly on the offensive end. Dancing against Chris Paul. Lulls him to sleep, turns the corner. Did a CP3 on CP3. That's the most points he scored in this series. Got 9 points on 4 or 5 from the field, including a three-pointer. And they're going to look at that Crowder foul. That was just called as the Clippers were coming up the floor. You love him when he's on his team because it's just how hard he plays, how emotional. Sometimes the emotions go too far. Sometimes
So it's a review on the Crowder foul.
But he had a huge impact in the Utah series and has had an enormous impact in these conference finals.
If he wasn't walking that line between the right level of aggression and over the top, he wouldn't be in the league.
Let's see the play that they're looking at. Mark Davis, Sean Wright, John Doble are officials. You see the right elbow, Crowder grabbed his, looked like he grabbed his leg, and tripped the platoon. Now that's close to a foul on the shot.
Yeah, it looked like that. It looked like a foul.
The contact by Crowder has been deemed illegal. It's a common foul. Penalty for 2 shots.
2 shots. So it's going to be 2 shots. That's going to be a foul against Crowder. So 2 shots for the Clippers.
So the two will take the 2 free throws. I'm shocked that's not just a common foul. No, that's not a common foul. I mean, you grabbed my leg or swiped at my leg as I was running. I don't know, flagrant or hostile act or unsportsmanlike technical. Either way, it was.
I'm out of that discussion. I don't know what a flagrant foul is. Guy took a shot to the an elbow to the face last game.
Free throw is up and good. 48-46.
Hello, Steve.
Hey, Mike, how you doing? And Jeff, I'm sorry you don't understand what's going on here, but I know it can be a little confusing. In this situation here, when I look at the criteria for a flagrant foul, is it unnecessary? Yes. Is it a basketball play? No. So, I mean, they were debating on it. I probably would just have called a regular foul, but
Yeah.
I thought they might call it flagrant.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steve. Well, today's NBA, that's often plays like that are flagrant.
Yeah, it's just they can call you for anything. Chris Paul for 3. No good. Defensive rebound by the Suns. Going back over Clippers. Going back to the Clippers. Morris, let's see if they can try to get something. Patrick Beverly, no good.
Terrence Mann, second team foul. Up tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Eastern. Wimbledon coverage continues on ESPN and ESPN Plus with 10.5 hours of second round play. Watch every match live also on the ESPN app. Just over 5.5 remaining. Second quarter here, game 6.
Ball goes back over to the
NBA Finals for the first time in 28 years.
Suns. So right now, 3-point shooting, 7 of 12 for the Phoenix Suns, and 6 of 16 for the Clippers. Looks like that's going to be a call right there. That's going to be.
Let's see that very often. At first, he wanted to him. I can't.
Ball goes back to the Suns. And an easy basket by Devin Booker. Makes it 50-47.
We'll counter that with force and aggressiveness on your own attack.
So 50-47.
Double figures here in the first half with 11. Jackson, shaking big, gets inside, draws the foul.
And gets the basket.
Jackson went right at Booker.
That's going to be an M1.
And it's a 1-point game. This guy's playing with extreme confidence. You can tell he feels nobody can defend him. The size, the strength, the confidence, the swag. Takes the hit, gets the hoop, and then on the other end, Devin Booker putting his head down and attacking the paint area. Finishing, emphatic. I love the love and support in the crowd right now. It's showing Reggie Jackson as he's attempting to knock down the free throw.
Wow. Free throws coming up. First one is good, so the M1 conversion is good. 50 all. But Jackson 11 points, 4 out of 7. He's also 2 of 3 from the 3-point line. Crowder will attempt the shot, no good. Crowder again knocks it down. So it's 53-50. So 53-50 should score. So let's see if they can try to get something going here. And try to go into the lane. Paul George, no good. Ball goes back over to the Phoenix Suns. Back to Kane. Shot is no good. That was a 3-point shot. No good. Ball going back over to the LA Clippers. Beverly will try to go to the lane. It's going to be a foul. That's going to be against Crowder.
The foul is on Crowder. That's his second. It's a foul.
That's going to be against Crowder. So Beverly will go to the line, attempt 2 free throws. First one is up, and it is good. Makes it 53-51. We will have a second attempt.
After his sophomore year, he was suspended for the year. Academic fraud. He handed in a paper, didn't write. He didn't want to wait out the suspension, so he decided to try and get into the draft.
And the second free throw is good. 53-52. 1 point. 1 point game. So let's see if they can get a shot off, and does. So it's going to be 55-52. That's going to be Devin Booker getting the basket.
He made the Houston Rockets. It took him a long time. You wonder why he's so hungry? The journey is a big part of that. And part of that story, if I remember correctly, he bet on himself. He turned down gave back $1 million with the dream of making it in the league.
Free throw is good. That makes it 6-52. 3 minutes. Devin Booker 14 points. So let's see if Clippers can capitalize on their possession. And they will throw the pass. It's going to be, and the shot is no good. So 24-second violation against the LA Clippers.
He looks at Monty Williams and points to him and tell him run the play for him. So whatever the play is called, he signaled it. He wants the basket.
Ball goes back to the Suns. Booker will try to get the shot. And no good. So Phoenix will have the ball.
Give me Patrick Beverly any day of the week. You talk about some shortcomings offensively, and he makes it up with his competitive spirit. Let's go over to Rachel.
Well, guys, when you see a little extra going on between Pat Bev and CP3, don't forget that when Chris Paul decided it was time to
Shot is good.
Jay Crowder there.
So it's Crowder making 58-52.
To leave the Clippers, and he and James Harden had that plan to play with each other in Houston. Pat Bev was one of the Rockets players who got shipped out of town. He has had an edge to him, well, ever since, and in several players say it meant so much that he didn't sulk when he wasn't even seeing the court during the team's first round series.
So it's 58-52 is the score. Let's see if Phoenix can get a
even running instructions from the coaching staff.
basket.
Players, Marcus Morris said, Mike, that it shows a lot about his character. We know that he's behind us no matter what. We're going to go to a quick break here. We'll be back with the Western Conference Finals in just a minute.
Okay, once again, quick break. Western Conference Finals, timeout. Phoenix Suns. So the Suns call the timeout with 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Your score is 58-52. So let's give you the box score before the return. Okay, Crowder has 8. Also, Bridges has 2. Aiden has 10. Paul has 10. Booker has 14. Sarge has 7. And Payne has 7. Also, give you the other, the LA Clippers, Beverly with 11, Jackson with 11, George with 6, and Mann with 2. Kennard has 0, Cousins has 10 off the bench, and Batum has 4 off the bench as well. So you scored 58-52, 2 minutes and 51 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. First half. So once again, let's see what's happening. Naskaska, how you doing? What's up? Clippers on who's your favorite team? Looks like we got clicked out. So once again, Nakata, whatever your name is, if you want to come back in, please go through the StreamYard link again. Once again, if your cameras are working, make sure they're working properly, and also your mic's working properly as well, so we can hear you. We also, because we have the mics on right here, this is the mic the all-surface mic that is covering the game, and myself. So your score is 58-52 is your score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live tonight. If you want to come in and talk about tonight's basketball game between the Suns and Clippers, you can do that. So we want to make sure you're I don't know who that guy was. I'm trying to check who these so I can ID you. So forget. So once again, Carmelo Anthony wins the. Let's get back to the game coverage. Carmelo Anthony wins the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar social justice.
6-point lead, 2:51 remaining.
Crowder will go for 2 free throws. Crowder will attempt the first one, and the first free throw is good. 59-52.
That's the latest the team committed a foul in the last 20.
So Beverly and Aiden has 24 points together, and Cousins and Beverly has 21 for the Clippers. And the second one is good. makes it 60-52. So 60-52 is your score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live tonight.
This is a tough moment for the Clippers. They've got to hold on. They nearly got back in front. Paul George has got to get going.
Morris off the dribble.
And the shot is good. So Morris knocks down a J, makes it 60-54.
But you're right about Paul George. 3 for 7 from the field, just 6 points. Just not aggressive.
Ball goes back over to the
Phoenix Suns defense. He's cooperating.
and looks like
Finish. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Teron Lue saying no way. Clippers all arguing.
so the ball will go back over.
I like how Ayton is head right under the rim. The ball went off of him, but I like the pressure he is putting on the basket.
They have 8 to shoot. Teron Lue over there clapping.
He could challenge him. He's had plenty of time if he wanted to.
You want to make sure you save that. It's too early. It's still a close
Ball goes back. Crowder will try to jump the three. Puts it down. 63-54.
He's got 13 points.
13 for Crowder.
But you're right.
So 63-54 is your score.
Off the ball.
And Morris knocks down a three. Makes it 63-57. So both teams traded threes here in the first half. And that shot is no good by Phoenix. Going back to the Clippers. Extra pass. Reggie Jackson misses. That ball goes back over to the Phoenix Suns. Suns leading 60. Let's see who's coming in. Jonathan. Looks like another guy coming in. It's Jones. Looks like he's. Hello, good evening. How you doing? How you doing?
Good.
Yeah. What you think about this game tonight?
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's
Intense.
these games. This game's gonna come down to the wire.
Yes.
Yeah, because look, Phoenix wants it more than LA. Because LA right now, if they win, they will have a game 7 on Friday.
Yeah.
So how you doing? Another guy trying to get you in. See if you So how you doing? If you do, tell us tell us what you who you represent and stuff.
A guy takes a windup and slams the guy. Probably has a concussion now, and you're good with that. You
Looks like we got.
You make no sense.
So Dono, that's Dono, Dono. So Dono. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me. So 63-57, we're having a review right now. That's a review on some kind of foul or something that happened. So it looks like the foul, that's kind of like a headbutt or something, or knock something, with Patrick Beverly. So it's probably going to be a flagrant 1.
Who do you get?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a flagrant run because he had his hand on top of his head, so it's probably going to be a flagrant 1.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So you're from YouTube or just let us know. So Dono is Dono. Thanks for coming in. Also Johnny, somebody. I'm trying to read your comment, yours as well. I don't know who this guy is. I might have to kick him from the studio. So once again, score. So it's common foul, 2 free throws.
Y'all fly Steve Jabby here and fly me
So minute 17 remaining here in the second quarter. Score is 63-57.
All ball. See, it's not all ball. It's a foul, but he did block it.
So it looks like he's on mute. So
That would be
So
nice.
if, once again, if you want to come in video chat, please go through the StreamYard link so we'll know who you are. Free throw is up, and it is no good.
Yes.
So once again, Dino, thanks for coming in. Thanks for sharing your opinion. Appreciate it. Also, if you want to come in as well, just come through the StreamYard link. We'll make sure. I want to make sure your names are right. Also, if you don't want to show your cameras, that's fine with me. We will honor that. So score is 63-57. Suns on top. Let's see if the Clippers can kind of get something going here on this possession.
Going up with a minute remaining. Here is the second. George against Chris Paul.
So also, if you're at the game tonight, you can also, if you see me online at the game, you can also come chime in, let us know what's going on. Send us. So let's see if Paul can get something going here. Paul will pass it over to DeAndre Booker. Booker for three, no good. So it's going to be Crowder getting the three. Crowder knocks it down. So 66-57 is the score. So 66-57.
Right there with them. They've done an excellent job responding to the challenge.
I mean, I'm kind of. So let's see if they can get a shot off in this last 3 seconds. Shot no good. And that will end the first quarter. The score is 66-57. What an eventful first half it was between these two teams. Like these two teams are like a heavyweight prize fight. Who wants it more? I mean, second half is going to determine what's going to happen. So once again, give us your opinion if you're watching the game on ESPN, wherever you may be. You can give us your opinion on this game. We'll give you the stats and box score in just a second. So let me give you those second quarter stats. I'm going to switch those over. I'm going to give you the second quarter stats that we have. Okay, the second quarter stats are on the screen. I'm going to go through them. Okay, Clippers did shoot 42%. That was 8 of 19. Phoenix shot 12 of 25. That's 48%. Also, 2-point shooting, LA Clippers shot 54.5%. That was 6 of 11. The Suns shot 46%. That was 7 of 15 on shots. 3-point shooting, the Clippers went 2 for 8, and the Suns went 5 for 10. That's good for 50%. So 50% on 3-point shots. That's not too bad when it comes down to it. Also, free throw shooting. The Clippers got to the line 11 times, converted 10 shots, only 90%. The Suns got to the line 7 times, converted 4 shots for about 57. Now your rebounding aspects, let's give you those. Total rebounds, Clippers led 4-2. Offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds 8-6. And total rebounds 12-8. So 12-8 on those rebounds. And also block shots 1-0. And let's see, turnovers was 1 apiece. Now the steals was 1-0. Personal foul 7-6. So 7-6. So that is your score, 66-57 at halftime. We will give you the full We'll give you the box score. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the box score from the second. I'm going to switch my box screen over to box score. Box score is on the screen. Crowder absolutely tonight, 4 of 6 shooting. He's just getting his shots off. He's 5 of 8. Also, Bridges has 2. Ayton has 10. Paul right now has 10. So 10 for Paul. That's 4 of 8. He's also 2 of 3 from 3-point range. And Devin Booker tonight shooting 6 of 13, but he's not getting his threes down. His 3-point shooting is absolutely just deplorable tonight, 1 of 3. So he has to get his 3-pointers down, because I know he can knock down those threes. Crowder tonight is absolutely just getting those shots down. And Chris Paul. That's the only 2. Now, the bench, Sarge has 7. Payne has 7. Also, let's give you the other box score. Marcus Morris has 13, 5 of 8 shooting. He's 2 of 5 from 3-point range. Also, Beverly has 13 points. He's 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from the 3-point line. Jackson, 2 of 6 from 3-point range, and also 4 of 6. So he's 4 of 6 tonight. George has 6 points. He's 3 of 8. Also, he's 0 of 3. So right now, George has to start getting those threes down if his team should have a chance to win tonight. Because the 3-point shots are definitely going to be needed in this second half. Now, Mann has 2. Batum has 4. Cousins has 10. He's just absolutely just playing tonight. He's a beast. 2 out of 4. He's also doesn't have rebounds, but he's just getting his shots off tonight. 2 out of 4, 2 out of 2 in the game. Also, Kennard has 0. He has 8 minutes in the game. So the score at halftime, 66-57. We will have second half coverage. Once again, no video feeds. We cannot show you any video feeds of any kind during broadcasts due to copyright rules that we have to follow. It's not just myself. It's everybody that's on YouTube that's doing the game tonight. That will be Truxell. You cannot show the game. Same thing with Cardinal. Same thing with Sports Fury. Whoever's doing the game tonight, they will tell you we cannot show the game. So once again, please do not ask for any live video feeds of any games. We cannot do it. I wish we can do it, but unfortunately, that's their rules. That's their rules and regulations. We have to abide by them. So, I mean, I know. So with that being said, score is 66-57 at halftime. We will be back in just a few moments here on Sports. We'll be back on Friday. If we have a game 7, we'll be back on Friday. If we're not, if they win tonight, Phoenix wins, then we won't have a game 7. But if LA wins tonight, then we will have game 7 on Friday for you at 8:00. So it depends on how the games. So let's give you a game update on some Major League Baseball and some hockey. I'm gonna give you the GameCast updates. So let me put that up on the screen for you. Okay, if you're an NHL hockey fan, we'll let you know what's going on between Montreal and Tampa Bay. It is 2-1. That game is in the third period. That's in game 2 of the Stanley Cup Finals. That's a stoppage. goalie stoppage after SG TV timeout. So it's a TV timeout going in. Let's give you game update on College World Series. Okay, College World Series tonight. Mississippi State wins 9-0. That was in Game 3 of the College World Series. Looks like Mississippi State is going to be your new college baseball champion. Congratulations to the Mississippi State Bulldogs for winning the College World Series 9-0. So that is the last and final game. If you're a Mississippi State fan, congratulations. Okay, we'll give you an MLB scoreboard update. So we're going to go full scoreboard updates. Yeah, let's see what updates we can give you. Okay, updates going on. Yankees, once again, bottom of the fifth, still rain delay. It is 7-4. Marlins on top 8-5. That's in the top of the sixth. Also, bottom of the eighth, Toronto and Seattle is even at 6. Also, we have another rain delay in Boston. It is 5-2. Boston on top of Kansas City. Also, let's see, San Diego on top 7-5. That's another rain delay out in Cincinnati, Ohio. And this ain't a misprint. Looking at Atlanta on top 20-2 against the New York Mets. That is just not a misprint. It's 20-2. That's in the bottom of the eighth. 1 out. Baltimore leading 4-2. Runners at first and second and 1 out. So we'll go through the other scores. Also, Chicago White Sox leading 8-1. And the Texas Rangers down 3-0. And the Cleveland Indians and Detroit Tigers, no score. Other scores today, St. Louis winning 7-4. Milwaukee winning 15-7. Colorado winning 6-2. Also, Nationals winning 15-6. And game 1, Detroit winning 9-4. So that was in Major League Baseball action tonight. Out in let's give you an update on WNBA games going on. WNBA second quarter, it is Phoenix on top 27-22. That's in the second quarter. Also, give you Chicago wins over Dallas 91-81. And also Las Vegas and LA will be out at 9:30. That looks like that's going to be, I don't know if that's going to be going on. That's probably going to be somewhere because the Staples Center is used for the tonight's game. So that game will begin at 9:30, just about now. So 30-24, Phoenix on top of Minnesota. That's in the WNBA games going on tonight as we speak. 66-57 game coverage will resume right after these commercial breaks. We're in commercial break right now. So we'll be on for Sports Talk tomorrow. I think I will be on around probably noon or something like that, hopefully. So I will be on for Sports Talk, giving you the latest sports topics and stuff like that. So also this year, we are going to have Olympic coverage. We will have basketball. This year we'll do basketball. We'll have most likely soccer and probably some baseball and stuff like that. So we will have some coverage for you for the Summer Olympics. That'll be on July 23rd. That'll be next month. So we will be here for all that. And also, we'll also be here for Saints football, LSU football, and Tulane football this year. We will be doing all those coverages. Also, high school football as well. So we will be doing those coverages for you throughout the year. So once again, please follow us. We'll give you those links. They'll give you those. We'll give you those pages to follow us on. Follow us on Facebook. Also follow us on Twitter, and you can also follow us on YouTube. The YouTube channel, follow us on there. That'll be that's a great because we are on all three networks: YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Twitch, I don't think we'll do Twitch anytime soon because we might not get that many viewers and stuff like that. But we will get them on the most popular sites with Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. So we are going to be on those three networks for the foreseeable future, doing game play-by-play coverage and sports talk. So thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks. We had a visitor in the chat room. His name was Dino. That's Dono. Follow him wherever he's. So I get to ask him, but if you want to come in video chat with us, we will let you come in. I got to make sure your names are correct. Make sure we don't have any corrections or problems or stuff like that. So, we'll have the second half in just a few moments. We're waiting for the ESPN feed to return via audio. So we are doing audio only. We're not doing it. We're not doing it via. So he should be getting back on too. He should be rolling in just a sec. We're also in the.
I had an answer for it.
Journeyman says hashtag Lakers.
See life again. He's got a.
Well, he says hashtag Lakers next year.
So he's on. So we're gonna roll. We're gonna go ahead and roll.
The ACO's just not doing the little things they normally do. He said, I hate.
So I got the broadcast on. So broadcast back on. Ball goes back over to the Clippers. Game third quarter begins. Let's see what happens. They'll pass it. And looks like that's going to be a foul coming in. That's going to be two shots. Whoever was foul. Let's see what the foul's on.
All right, Rachel. Well, Game 6 has been magic for the Clippers.
Okay, that's going to be Aiden getting the foul. So free throws coming up for the Phoenix Suns. Nope, it's going to be a linear foul, not a shooting foul yet. So let's see.
Game 7, which would be Friday night. And Bridges called for the foul.
So it's going to be Bridges getting a foul.
Wants to use that challenge right now.
He will.
So Bridges will get the foul. It looks like he did try to tip the ball. Suns call timeout. Bridges.
Well, it was a foul on a three-point attempt, so it could negate 3 shots.
So that's going to be 3 shots for the Clippers.
His mom hopes not.
Yeah, that's a tip right there. That's a touch right there. Okay, once again, commercial break. Once again, 66-57 foul called on Mikal Bridges. So it looks like it's going to be a foul. So that's they're gonna probably review it or something. I don't know if it's gonna be a reviewable call. So that's probably gonna happen down the line. So the score is 66-57. We start the third quarter, 11:37 remaining. So I think it was. I think he did touch the ball, and it's probably going to be 3 shots. And most likely going to be 3 shots. So yeah. So we're just waiting for the what the outcome is on the foul is. Whoever's gonna, if it's on Bridges, it's gonna probably be 3 shots. So I think it's so we're waiting on these commercials. I think these commercials are absolutely long. I mean they just see ESPN just wants you to sit here and wait for these games, these stupid commercials to make money. That's all. That's another that's another discussion for another day. So. We're just waiting on the commercials to end. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is totally ridiculous. The score is 66-57. If you want to come in and chat with us, you can come in and chat with us here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Regular chat. If you want to do that, or if you want a video chat, that'll be fine. We have StreamYard links posted on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, so you can come in and have your say about tonight's game. So we're waiting for the feeds to return.
Will there be a Game 7? If there is, we'll be there Friday in Phoenix. Coverage begins with NBA Countdown at 8, tip-off shortly after 9 Eastern. Meanwhile,
so the coaches challenge stands will be charged. There will be a timeout.
2 free throws for Paul George.
So 2 free throws for Paul George here. First one is up, and it is good. Makes it 66-58.
You guys were talking before about Paul George and his energy level.
Second free throw coming up for Paul George.
Postseason minutes in the NBA at 735.
And the second free throw is
130 minutes back. That means,
no good. Still 66-58. Second free throw was no good. Ball goes back over to the Suns. That's going to be Booker. Passes it to Payne. Passes it over to and the shot is going to be no good. That's going to be Devin Booker missing a floater shot. Going to be a foul coming in.
Thank you, Rachel. Chris Paul with a foul, and Reggie Jackson makes the move. And there you see the numbers that Rachel was talking about. Certainly didn't impact the call in Game 5. He had a crown jewel performance. But they'll need one here in the second half.
So it's a shooting foul on Chris Paul.
Second half in Game 5.
It's the burden of being a max player. You have to play big minutes.
Free throw is up and good.
Particularly with
Makes it 66-59.
every night. Responsibility.
Suns on top.
We did that to LeBron James with the amount of minutes he's played, not just this year, but his career attached to the team he's facing on any other individual.
That's going to be Reggie Jackson getting his second attempt. And it is good. So it makes it 66-60. here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We're watching the game. So 66, ball goes back to the Phoenix Suns. Let's see if they can counter on their on this possession. And a three is no good. So that's going to be a missed three by Booker, going back over to the Clippers. Still leading by 6, 66, 60.
That's today's younger generation. No, but all pro. Well, let's just not say all pro athletes. Announcers look too, and they're affected at times. It's just the way the society is.
No, but why would you go on there if you know it's 90%?
Ball goes back, and the shot is good, 68, 60. Ball kept alive. Ball will go back over to the Suns. Let's see if the Suns can capitalize. No, the Clippers, excuse me. See if the Clippers can capitalize. And the shot is good, 68-62. Del Morris gets the basket, 68-62. Ball goes back over to the Suns. Devin Booker will get the pass down low. And Crowder for three, knocks it down. 71-62. So it's gonna be Paul. It's gonna be a foul. George draws the foul. That's gonna be Crowder getting the foul.
Follow through releases and stand out on the sideline. Now, that's their first three-pointer, obviously, here in the second half. One of the bizarre stats in this series. In the previous two games,
The free throw goes up for George, and the first one is up, and it is good. 71-63. 9:47 remaining here in the first third quarter.
Just shows the volatility of the three-point shot. You pointed out coming into the night.
Second free throw by George is good. 71-64. So the ball will go back over to the Phoenix Suns. See if the Suns can capitalize on a Terrence Mann. Bridges with three, no good. Ball goes back to the Clippers. Still trailing 71-64. Beverly will pass it down to the to Terrence Mann. And 8 in the rebound, so Terrence Mann misses.
Dangerous pass. Bridges finally lost it inside the 8 and was wrapped up by Jackson. That's going to be the first foul against the Clippers.
It's going to be a foul against Jackson.
Reminder, don't miss your shot to win the Ultimate NBA All-Star Experience during every game of the conference finals, plus a chance to win NBA prizes with tonight's special code. Text CLOCK to 55678 or enter it at nba.com/win, and you could win big. Ball to 8.
To Ayton. Ayton will get it. So it makes it 73-64.
Threw it high, and then 8 kept it high.
Jackson to man. Now Morris.
Morris. That's going to be man missing the 3. Goes back over to the Suns. Suns still leading 73-64. And the shot is no good by Chris Paul.
Booker is guarding Morris. Morris wants the ball, wants the post up. There's the pass. Double team out to man.
The man. So blocked by Crowder, but it's going to be a foul. That's going to be Crowder again.
He's going to have to sit down. And he's upset. And so is Chris Paul. And look at DeAndre Ayton. He's on the weak side. He's got to come over. What are you holding on to Morris for? Does not force man to get rid of the basketball, give him a direct line drive. That's going to bring Torrey Craig back in.
That's his first 4th foul.
Solid job defensively.
Free throw is no good.
But you know, in this situation, he's got to trust that somebody will get his man. Help to help.
Yeah, Ayton should have pulled over. Chris Paul sinks down to his man, and it goes on and on and on.
Meanwhile, this will be the 19th free throw attempt for the Clippers. The Suns have only taken 7 free throws. Aaron Span back in the starting lineup. Last couple of games, no Zubats with his sprained knee.
Free throw is good.
1 for 2.
Makes it 73-65. 4-7 for the Suns and 16 of 19 for the LA Clippers. They got to the line 19 times.
Bridges. Guarded by Jackson. Mikal Bridges drives inside.
And Bridges.
Blocking foul, count it, and one.
And one for Bridges.
Somehow got the shot off and a chance for a three-point play.
He lowered that shoulder.
Reggie Jackson picks up his second.
Oops.
Mikal Bridges is only his second free throw of the series. Had a terrific regular season. Played really
So
well.
free throws coming up for the
Nuggets in the second round.
Suns. First one is up and good. So the M1 converted. Makes it 76-65. Bridges gets the basket. So let's see if the Clippers can counter on their possession. And the shot is good. So it's Paul George knocking down the basket. Makes it 76-67. Ball goes back over to the Suns. See if the Suns can get
Body up defense.
something.
Great.
They'll pass it. And shot is no good. So Torrey, but Ayton misses. And shot is good. Chris Paul knocks it down, makes it 78-67. Morris for 3, no good. So the ball will go back over to the Suns. Still leading 78-67. Nice little basket. So Devin Booker gets the basket, makes it 80-67.
Well, this is explosive force. Takes the switch on and absolutely a ferocious throwdown. And Devin Booker jacked.
Excellent shot by Devin Booker. That was a good drive by Devin Booker. So you score 80-67. I'm going to be honest with you. 13-point lead. So right now, they're just absolutely rolling in this third quarter. So 13-7, 80-67 is your score here on Facebook. Let's give you the third quarter. We'll drop in the third quarter stats. So give you those third quarter stats. I'm going to share it on my screen. And let's give you those third quarter. Pull the stats up. Right now, they're shooting 54%. Definitely shooting 54. LA shooting 33%. 2-point shooting, they're at 62%. Clippers are at 50. 3-point shooting right now, 1 of 3 for the Suns. So 1 of 3 for the Suns. And 0 of 2 for the LA Clippers. That's in the third quarter. So your score is 80-67 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So we are live tonight. So I'm going to switch this back over to the game screen. And we'll have it up. There it is, 80-67. So I'll give you the box scores. We'll give you those box scores as we go. So we're just waiting for the long commercials to end. Okay, right now Bridges has 5, Ayton has 12, Paul has 14, and Booker has 16. So Booker right now has 16 points in the game. Sarge has 7, Payne has 7. Also for the Clippers, Morris has 15. Beverly has 11. Jackson has 13. George has 11. And Mann has 3. Also, Cousins has 10 off the bench. So his score is 80-67 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. You're live tonight. Doing the broadcast. Friday, if we have a game 7, we will do game 7. We will not do game tomorrow night. So no game tomorrow night for Milwaukee and Philadelphia. So we will Milwaukee and Atlanta. Excuse me. I keep getting. So Milwaukee, Atlanta. So we will not do that game tomorrow night. So if you we'll be back on.
Ready to drive that moves you forward. Goodyear, 4 driven. Beautiful night in Los Angeles. It's the Suns with the 13-point lead, 80-67. Paul George, 4 of 9 from the field, 11.7 rebounds. Are the Suns doing anything different defensively, or does he just need to be more aggressive? It's a combination. He's got to be more aggressive. But one thing that the Suns have done effectively, they've been more physical with him.
So Mann will sit and Cousins will come in.
And Torrey Craig, because of the foul trouble, he's a more
Ball goes back over to the Clippers. Clippers still. He is. I see Cousins. Going to be a foul coming in, and that is going to be on. So it looks like Bridges will get the foul.
And that's how you stem a run. Get to that free throw line.
So free throws will go to the line for Morris.
Right now in game 6.
First one is up, and it is good. Makes it 80-68.
This is leadership, not just Chris Paul. Look at the growth of Devin Booker. Communicating, giving instructions. That's leadership. That's a franchise guy that Chris Paul has had an effect on. Monty Williams has had an effect on. He is a great
Second free throw is no good. Ball goes back over to the Suns, still leading 80-68. And that shot is good. Makes it 82-68. So Bridges gets the basket. Paul gets the assist, 82-68. See if they can try to see if LA can get something. Jackson will pass it back to Morris. Let's see if Morris can try to get a shot off, and Morris will knock down a J. Makes it 82-70.
All the coaches that play against the Clippers all season long talk about how critical Marcus Morris is for this team. He's had an excellent game.
So 18 points for Morris.
Midway point here in the third.
So let's see if the Suns can capitalize on their possession here. In the Booker will get a shot, and no good. We go back to the Clippers. Clippers still trailing 82-70. See if they get the shot off. And shot is no good. Going back over to the Suns on a 3-point shot. Mid-range shot, no good. Offensive rebound. That's going to be a foul coming in. That's going to be Morris getting a personal foul.
His 11th rebound tonight. When we talk about the open, he's got to be a force. He is attacking the offensive boards. Try to hook bodies on him. Previous game, he was tipping the basketball. Secures it with 2 hands. Gets the contact. We'll take it out of bounds. Ayton has talked about Chris Paul. He says, I think he's the best thing that happened in my career. He really pushed me. Paul has said, we had some heated conversations, especially early in the season. The end result is this young man in his first playoff has been terrific.
Knocked out of the hands, and the ball's going to be taken away by the Clippers going back down court. Let's see if the Clippers can back up top to Cousins, and he will tap the three. No good. Goes back to Phoenix. Torrey Craig for three makes it 85-70.
And he wouldn't get this opportunity for this many minutes if Cam Johnson was available.
Paul George foul.
So it's going to be a foul drawn by Paul George. Let's see who's that foul one.
On the offense end, Booker gets two, throws the basketball out to Craig, knocks down the long ball. This guy has been successful in playoff basketball for good teams. The impact he had with the Denver Nuggets. Played in the conference finals with the Nuggets last year. Actually played 33 total games of playoffs with the Nuggets.
So George will get the foul. Paul will get the foul, and George will get to the line. And the first one is up, and it's good. It's 85-71.
Eastern Conference Finals, Hawks and Bucks from Milwaukee tip off shortly after 8:30. Giannis Antetokounmpo not playing in that, although no structural damage on that knee injury. Trae Young is a question mark. Of course, the great Marv Albert and Reggie Miller will have the call on TNT.
So that game, we will not have that game tomorrow night. So if you're looking for us, we won't be on tomorrow. So still 85-72. And the shot is good. That's going to be Paul. Devin Booker makes it 87-72.
As they did in the previous game.
Booker now with 18. And
Stolen by the Suns. Let's see if they get a basket. And they drive to the basket. And get the basket. 89-72.
Torrey Craig, a huge impact off the bench.
Torrey Craig has had, as you said, Mike, a great impact. He only has one three-pointer.
So 89-72 Suns on top. Full timeout by the Clippers.
Phenomenal. And Booker, mid-range master.
So like I said, these guys,
Gillette Pro Glide, 5 blades and a pivoting.
these guys right here, Devin Booker and like I said, Devin Booker's is absolutely making headway in this game. I mean, Chris Paul also is just being also making a headway in this game. Let's give you the box score on these guys. Let's give you those. Let's see what's happening on those box scores. Okay, Paul has 14. Let's see, Crowder. Booker has 18 points. So Booker right now has 18 points. He's got 4 rebounds in the game tonight. So I'm gonna tell you that's a detriment to them. So that would be a great detriment if they can continue to just do pressure on the LA Clippers. So game coverage returns.
Square off lightweight main event. Main card starts at 10 Eastern on pay-per-view. To order, go to ESPNplus.com/pay-per-view. The Twins start at 8 Eastern on ESPN. Torrey Booker, 18 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. The Suns have a little breathing room, but still a long ways to go. Still only the third quarter. As that third quarter right now is belonging to Phoenix.
So it's 23-15. Phoenix on top here in the third quarter. So that's in scoring.
And the Clippers have another fine comeback.
Let's see if they can get a shot off, and easy layup by Batum makes it 89-74. 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. See if they can get a shot off here. Cameron Payne will go to the lane and won't get it. So the ball goes back over to the LA Clippers. So Cousins will get the ball. So it's going to be Paul George getting the ball. Gonna be a foul.
Not count. As Craig picks up his third, but they're in the penalty.
So Craig gets his third personal foul.
Got to be aggressive. Gets the contact there, driving to the cup. The Clippers will not win if he's not involved offensively. The other guys can score, but not at a high enough clip to get back into this ball game. They need a home run hitter to be aggressive.
And he did a good job there, knowing they're in the penalty, put his head down and force his way to the basket.
Oh, Kawhi Leonard. Not easy with that.
So free throw is going to be good. Makes it 89-75.
Averaging 30 a game in the 11 games he played. He's shooting 57% from the field, and of course his great defense. But Toronto has done a masterful job of just
Second free throw coming up for Paul George.
And here they go in Game 6 of the conference finals.
Is good. Makes it 89-76.
7 of 8 from the free throw.
3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the third.
Abdul Nader back in.
That's going to be Nader coming in for the Suns. Bucker shot, no good. Ball goes back over to the Suns. Clippers. Knocks it down, Marcus Morris. Makes it 89-79.
I love the attack by George.
7-0 run. And it's going to be blocked by Cousins.
Terrific rejection from Cousins. He's done an unbelievable job of understanding who he is. He's not a great defender, but he's competing. And he's not surrendering in pick and roll action. That time gets back into the picture and swats.
So the ball will go back to the Suns. On that, yep. Suns will have the ball again.
They're saying, how do they go from 8 to 6? And with that being said, I would still attack.
And shot is no good. Ball goes back over to the Clippers. Clippers still trailing by 6. And shot is no good. And Aiden will get the rebound. And let's see if the Suns can get a basket. And that ball will go back over to the Clippers.
Go right now. Marcus Cousins upset coming back down the floor. It's the offensive rebound. It goes to put it up. That's a foul.
So it's still
Later on George. George hits inside, finds Morris, extra pass for
for 3. It's good. The lead's cut down. 89-82.
And I thought Paul George got away with a push-on to gain space on the pass, but big-time shot, 5-2.
Okay, once again, you score 89-82. I'll be honest with you, the Clippers are definitely coming back in this ball game. I mean, the way they're getting their shots off and stuff like that. So the score is 89-82. The fourth quarter is going to be another barn burner when if you ask me. So let's give you the third quarter stats. I'm going to go ahead and give you the third quarter stats in just a second. So let me pull these up. Okay, third quarter stats right now. Both teams shooting pretty well. 10 of 21 for the Suns and 6 of 14 for the Clippers. 42 for the LA Clippers and 47 for the Suns. Now, 2-point shooting, 47% for the Suns. That's 8 of 17. And right now, 4 of 8. So let's get back to game coverage. Looks like they're getting back quickly. No long commercials.
Down and let go of the rope, fighting back into this ball game, and Steve Ballmer excited about the job that his team has put forth. Now, Marcus Morris has been a big part. Paul George getting to the free throw line here in the third.
Back on live, so it's 89-82.
22 points the other night.
10-0 run by the Suns here in the last 4-1 in the third quarter. Let's see if so Chris Paul for three will knock it down. 92-82. 3-point shot by Chris Paul makes it 92-82.
Let's finish these guys off. George against Booker. Offensive foul.
That's gonna be an offensive foul against Paul George.
The defender gets up into the offensive player, and as he makes his move, the elbow gives him a shot to the face. Now remember, Booker has that broken nose, and he's not wearing a mask tonight. And is this a play you take a look at? Wow.
Well, they're going to.
That was a crashing board right there. He was George. He was just getting smashed right there. He was absolutely getting smashed. So they're going to review the call.
Series in the shot from Patrick Beverly, and now it's Paul George. This was game 2. And you see the headbutt inadvertent as Beverly leaning in to try and knock the ball away. He left the game for a while, got some stitches, had to reset the nose.
And interestingly, Chris
That was a pretty good crash right there.
Reggie Jackson.
Paul George.
I just can't imagine how much that hurts.
Yeah, that does hurt. I'm gonna be honest with
Now
you.
Chris Paul gets off the sideboards, comes back. But I'll tell you what, though, Mike, the more we cover teams, the more you can fall in love with different talent throughout this league. And Devin Booker is absolutely a franchise home run talent that has an edge and is cut for the right club. I'm going to say
Instant replay has confirmed the on-floor decision, offensive foul, that's Paul George.
So it's gonna be against Paul George on that foul. That was a clearly inadvertent offensive foul.
Really fun to watch and classy too. Determined, competes, respectful, and his mentality right now is, I can tell you, I'm too close to letting go of the rope. I'm trying to finish these guys off, hurt or not hurt. He talks a lot about his dad. His dad played briefly in the NBA, played in the CBA. His dad's name is Melvin. Also played a lot overseas. He said the best advice from his dad, have a short memory. A lot of players get caught up in what just happened. He's always playing forward.
The ball goes back to the Suns. That's gonna be Paul with the ball trying to get towards. They're trying to go around the and the lane gets it.
And then Cousins knocks into Paul. Are they going to call a foul on that?
I mean, these two had some history when he was with the New Orleans Pelicans.
Tell the players to get away.
Those two right there,
Cousins just shaking his head.
Paul and Cousins.
Let's take a closer look at it. Well, Paul certainly looked to get some contact. Cousins raised that right elbow.
Yeah, he tried to knock him down inadvertently.
So it makes it tough as Chris Paul's ability to sell it. Marcus Cousins allowed him to put it for sale sign up by using that elbow. So you got to be smart in these situations. Yeah, this could be a huge call. That's just a great move from Paul.
That was an absolutely great move by Paul.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, man.
Lisa, does he want him to throw him out?
That ain't gonna happen.
Goes right back at the review table.
A good response by Phoenix.
Yep, they went up by 17, but then a 10-0 run cut it to 7. And now Phoenix has answered back.
mistake out of a timeout in the zone.
So let's see what the call is going to be on.
Three.
Because it looked like he hit him with his elbow. I'm looking at him right now.
And lets it go.
Well, maybe he's trying to get it up over him since he's walking right
That's good
into him as well.
That's a good point. It doesn't look like contact. But if I'm either coach right now, a little under a minute to go in the third quarter of Game 6 of the NBA Conference Finals, let's cut out the ante. Tell the players knock it off. Don't let that. Such a hard-fought game here. Let's just go play on. Is that what you're saying? That's what I'm saying, because this would be a 1-2 point ball game. You got to be smart and not surrender technical fouls or free throw. All right, let's bring in Steve Javie once again. Busy night for you, Steve. It's a big call, and it's kind of weird the way it happened. Tell me how you saw it.
It is. I first of all saw a great acting job by Chris Paul.
It was an acting job, but unfortunately,
To determine whether Cousins throws the elbow or not. If he throws the elbow, if I deemed it throwing the elbow, I would call it technical foul, not a flagrant foul. In this situation, that's what they might go with a technical foul. But
his elbow was going right at his face.
I understand what you guys are saying too about.
I mean, I'm not a Phoenix fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a Phoenix fan. I mean, I'm not a Clippers fan. But I like to see a fair game. That's what I like to see.
Chris Paul, if I'm the referee and I go over there and take a look at that, then I'm thinking you got me by overselling it. And it's going to be in my mind refereeing you the rest of this ball game.
I'd give double technicals. If you want to knock it off and you want to.
Let's hear from Mark Davis.
Upon review, DeMarcus Cousins will be assessed a technical foul for this physical taunt.
So it's going to be a technical foul.
There's a thought on that one. So it's going to be a one-shot technical for Chris Paul. Cousins, meanwhile, the personal.
That was a technical foul. That was literally a technical foul. He put his arm right in his face. I mean, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to be a Suns beater or whatever. Free throw is no good.
Of this series. In the playoffs, he was 46 and 50 from the free throw line. In this series, he was 15.
So it's still 94-82.
12-point game. As we wind
Back
down
to a
the third.
12-point ball game.
All out there together with Devin Booker. And then Torrey Craig and DeAndre. Now Bridges comes in.
So Bridges comes in here in the third. 55 seconds remaining. In the last few minutes of the third quarter. Score is still at 94-82. That's going to be Paul passing it to George. George will get the pass. Let's see. He'll pass it down. That's going to be to Morris.
Against Craig. Morris tries.
And Morris.
The ball last touch by Phoenix. It looked like
The last touch by Phoenix.
that's the wrong call. That should be offered to Marcus Cousins. Mark Davis not getting any help. It'll be the Clippers ball. Phoenix is already.
The Clippers will still have the ball. Still leading 94-82.
George on the inbound.
George will not make the shot. Ball goes back over to the Phoenix Suns. Suns still leading 94-82.
Get everybody out of the way. 7 seconds, shot clock and game clock.
Let's see if they can get a shot off here.
Ball with 4 to shoot. Ball puts up the 3. Puts it in.
Box it down.
I believe back to 50.
97-82.
Beverly sidestep, kicks it out to Morris. Morris looks to answer.
And no good.
Way off. And it's going to be Phoenix ball with 1 point.
So it's be Phoenix ball, 1.5 seconds
Davis, meanwhile,
remaining in the third.
Technical foul on 8.
yes.
But what a response by Chris Paul. His own personal 8-0 run.
DeAndre Ayton technical. Paul George will shoot the 1-shot technical.
That's going to be a free throw. That's going to be a technical on Aiden. First one is up and it's good.
Technical free throw. Let's watch the play.
97-83.
Ball is coming over here, basically saying that DeAndre Ayton said a bad word, and that's why he got the technical foul.
He said fuck, probably.
He was taunting Morris.
So it's 97-83.
Well, it's hard to say without knowing what he said. Well,
They know what he said.
1.5 remaining.
They know what he said. It's just
And remember, Booker got a good look at the end of the first half.
so 1.5 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. If the 3-point goes off, they're good. So end of the 3, your score is
2 here in this third quarter. We head to the fourth. Suns by 14 here in Game 6.
So this is going to be a fight to the finish right here. This is going to be an absolutely fight to the finish. So once again, Phoenix led 31-26 in scoring. That was in the third quarter. So 97-83 is your score here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Let's give you the final. Let's give you the third quarter stats. I'm going to give you the third quarter stats as we go. Switch this over. Okay, third quarter stats. Clippers did shoot 35%, 6 of 17. Suns 13 of 25, 52%. 2-point shots, 50% for the Clippers, 9 of 18. Clippers shot 40%. Suns shot 50%. That's on 2-point shots. 9 of 18 for them. 4 of 10 for the now, the 3-point shooting, both teams went. They were 4 for 7, so 57%, and 2 for 7 for the Clippers. That was 28%. Now, the free throw shooting, the Clippers got to the line 15 times, converted 12 shots, 80%. Only 2 shots for the Suns in the third quarter. So scores once again 97-87, 97-83 is your score. We'll begin the fourth quarter in just a few moments here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Let's give you the so let's get back to game coverage.
Going into the fourth, and it's Chris Paul.
So the game coverage is back on via ESPN.
Switch he wants to take advantage. Marcus Cousins, beautiful left-hand finish, and then they decide not to switch. Doesn't matter. He's got it going, knocks down the long ball. Still a job thus far on the Maestro.
Yep. So once again, they're going to the commercial break. 97-83. Let's give you the points in the paint, and also fast break points. Once again, fast break points 6-5 in favor of the Suns, and also 40-28 in favor of the Suns on points in the paint area. So scores now turnovers are 6-6. Both teams playing game. They had even 6-6 turnovers, so that's in the game tonight. Points off of turnovers is only 8-6. 14-5 on points off for turnovers. So 14-5 in favor of the Suns getting the points off for turnover. So 97-83 is the score. On Facebook.
You did cut that lead to 7 points before Chris Paul went on his run there. What was working for you, and how do you get back to it?
I think getting defensive stops, getting out in transition, came out a couple times in timeout.
So the ball goes back over to the Phoenix Suns. We start the fourth quarter.
We talked at halftime about your teams.
Ball goes back to the
So many
Phoenix Suns. Let's see if they can get a shot off. 3-point shot by Crowder is no good. Looks like they're and the basket is good. So it makes it DeAndre Ayton makes it 99-85.
Back to you, Mike.
So
Originally, fought all playoffs, so right there, Torrey Craig, DeAndre Ayton fighting. And they get 2 points.
Now let's see if they get a shot off. Cousins will get the easy basket, makes it 99-85.
Chance for a 3-point play for DeMarcus Cousins. We talked about the impact that DeAndre Ayton has got to have in this ballgame. Torrey Craig, DeAndre Ayton, as you talked about, getting the offensive rebound and Ayton with the jump hook in the paint.
And usually, Monty Williams would rest Ayton to start the fourth quarter. Trusting him to play huge minutes, playing the whole second half so far.
So free throw is good. Makes it
Just one 12-minute spurt.
99-85.
Going to the finals.
So he misses the free throw, excuse me. 99-85. Ball goes back over to the Suns. And they will get the basket and it's good. Makes it 101-85. So Chris Paul gets the basket. 101-85. Almost taken away by the Suns. Let's see if they can try to capitalize. Paul George will try to go to the lane and won't get it. Ball goes back over to the Phoenix Suns. Chris Paul will get the 10-foot shot and knocks it down. 103-85. So 103, 26 points for Paul.
Jackson fakes a three. Batum's open in the corner. Next Batum.
So Batum misses.
Ball deflects it right to George.
Back to George. So offensive rebound by the Phoenix LA Clippers. And shot is going to be no good. Goes back over to the Phoenix Suns. Still leading 103-85. So they'll inbound the ball.
26 points, 6 assists for Chris Paul. There's the screen set by
Screen shot.
Pull-up jumper.
And Paul gets the basket. 105-85. So it's another timeout by the Clippers.
When they cut it to 7, Chris Paul responded. Here, gets right to his spot. Little fade, mid-ranger.
Okay, 105-85 to score. Nice little shot by Chris Paul to put Phoenix up 105-85. So we're in a commercial break timeout. Full timeout by the Cavaliers. So scores 105-85. So so far so good. So we'll give you the full stats of this game. We'll see how they're doing in this game. Okay, once again, Phoenix is shooting 55%. LA shooting 42, 3-point shooting, 14 of 26 for the for Phoenix, and 9 of 29. They're only shooting 31%. So they're out shooting them 53 to 31 now. The only team that got to the line was the Clippers 27 times. Phoenix 9 times. So that's rebounding aspects 37-27 in favor of Phoenix. Also offensive rebounds 8-6. Defensive rebounds 29-21. Assists is 24-14. So pretty good numbers right there. Now the points in the paint is 44-30 in favor of Phoenix and 6-5 in favor of Phoenix on the fast break points. So your score is 105-85 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thanks for joining. If you want to come in, video chat with us, I know it's after 10 o'clock at night. I understand that. So if you want to come in, you're still up watching the game, let us you can come in, video chat with us via the StreamYard links. Just post, put your name in, make sure your name's correct, so we'll know who you are, and we'll put you in the studio. We'll let you have your opinion. So score is 105-85 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Also, if you want a regular chat, go through put put something in the chat room. So we'll see who you are. We'll recognize your name and stuff like that. The score is 1-0. Look, I'll be honest with you. This game, once again, let's give you an update on the NHL Stanley Cup Finals. It is 3-1 Tampa Bay winning. So Tampa Bay takes a commanding 2-0 lead. So they will have game 3. So 3-1 out of that game tonight. Also, baseball games going on tonight. Let's give you an update on those games. Going into the late night hours, it is still 7-4. That game's still going on out in New York. Let's give you a game. Let's go back to the NBA game. Let's go back to game coverage. 105-85. So 105-85. We begin those shots. So it's so Paul George will pass it to Morris. He puts it down. So it's 105-88. So 105-88. Still some time left. 9 minutes and some change left. So let's see if Phoenix can capitalize. And the shot is no good. Offensive rebound. Prowler for 3, no good. Ball goes back over to the Clippers. So 105-88. But it's going to be a foul coming in.
Number 3.
So it's Aiden getting the foul.
31-year-old Marcus Morris in his second year with the Clippers. They acquired him last year. And he's become such a valuable part of this team. Had some struggles earlier in this series. The last 2 games.
First free throw is up, and it is good. Makes it 105-89. We'll have a second free throw attempt. Aiden is it's a shooting foul.
It's 2.5 years Marcus played in Phoenix. It did not end well this time with the Suns. He was unhappy about being traded. Was so happy about playing with his brother. It's bounced around since then.
Shot is good. So 105-90.
105-90.
So 105-90 is the score. So let's see if Chris Paul can get something. Booker gets the basket. Makes it 107-90. 107-90 is your score. So the lead extended. Jumper is good. 107-92. So just under 8 minutes, 7 minutes and some change remaining. Score is still 107-92. Paul for 3! Knocks it down! Knocks it down! 110-92. All I can say is
upset at what happened on the last play. Paul George took him down one-on-one. Returns the favor. CP3. And
that was CP3. We
time effort by Chris Paul, sensing the ability to be out
CP3.
Go to the NBA Finals and make it play after play. The last clinching game that he played in was Game 4 in Denver to complete the sweep. He had 37 in that game, and right after
32 for Paul tonight. Absolutely excellent night for him.
George to Terrence Mann.
George will try to get it. No good. Going back over to the Suns. Still leading 111-90. Then ball goes back. And Phoenix will get the ball. That's going to be a violation against Terrence Mann.
Don't quit the Clippers, but can they stop Phoenix right now? problem is, other than that play, they don't have the ability to rush the Phoenix Suns.
Now that's going to be a 24-second violation against the Suns.
Jackson to George. Conley throws up
That shot's going to be no good. That's going to be rebounded by the Suns. Still leading 111-92.
He's got 16 more.
Just on 7 minutes and now 6 minutes and some change left. Shot is good. DeAndre Ayton makes it 113-92.
This is the largest lead of the game. George to Beverly. Passes on the three. Inside pass to Ayton, and Ayton couldn't quite save it. And hit the baseline. Clippers will have 9 to shoot.
So it's going to be Clippers will have the ball with 9 to shoot.
And Ayton with the skill, not only to drive it, but to avoid the charge. Terrific play by both.
The ball goes back over to the LA Clippers. Let's see if they can get a 3 out of it, and won't.
Chris Paul on the rebound. 32 points.
So Chris Paul gets a defensive rebound.
Couple of steals.
Score still one.
Ball gets inside. Flips it
Paul will get the basket. Makes it 115-92.
115 to 92 with under 6.5 to play.
So it's under 6.
Morris tries to
Morris for 3, no good.
rebound. Crowder.
Ball goes back over to the Phoenix Suns. Still leading 115-92.
8 to shoot for Chris Paul. Devin Booker's at half court talking.
3-point shot. It's perfect.
118 to 92.
118-92. Suns lead.
7 points for Paul.
Timeout here with 5:49 remaining.
Fans understanding. We've seen this movie.
I'm gonna tell you.
We have an issue on the court right now between both teams with Chris Paul.
Beverly and Chris Paul.
Beverly and Paul after knocking down that shot. This is now live as Beverly and Paul get it to look like some kind of pushing match.
Looks like a pushing match. Hopefully,
The benches after the timeout was called.
nobody gets in. Look, you don't push that guy like that. That was irresponsible what Patrick Beverly did. That was absolutely irresponsible
He said something.
what he did.
Something to him, and he reacted.
I mean, they leading 118-92, and you go push Chris Paul. That's something that is sick. What he done? What Patrick Beverly done? He should have never done that. That's going to cost his team in the long run. So 118-92 is your score. We're going to calm down. 118-92 after Paul gets a 3. And then we had a little pushing match between Chris Paul and Patrick Beverly, where Patrick Beverly pushed Chris Paul on purpose. That is something you don't do. That is something you do not do. Sure, you losing in the game. Try to play defense. So 118-92 is your score. You're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live here. It's been, like I said, it's been an eventful night between these two teams. So your score is 118-92 is your score. We'll wait for the commercial break. So if you want to comment about this game, please do. Come on down. Give us your takes on the games going on. So 118-92 is your score. So wait for the commercial breaks to return. So commercial break. So we're gonna wait for the long commercials. Because they do have long commercials. So hey, I know ESPN's trying to make money and stuff like that. I understand that. So.
Execution, we get the win. All we want to do is win. All that other stuff, we ain't worried about it. Just win the game, okay? Be there for your brother.
And they're up by 26. Patrick Beverly, after walking past Chris Paul, and it doesn't look like he says anything to him. Beverly just losing control of his emotions. He's been ejected from the game, called for a technical foul.
That should happen because he should have never done that.
Great impact in this series to have it marred by getting thrown out. Again, granted, it's a 26-point game, but just no place.
Free throw coming up, and that is up and good. Now it's going to be a 27-point game. Why is it?
You've been talking trash the whole time. You've been doing an outstanding job defending Devin Booker, defending Chris Paul, talking trash.
Like I said, he should get his ass kicked out. So the ball goes back over to the Clippers, and the shot is good, so it makes it 119-95. That's fine. You're getting real aggressive. And the shot is going to be good. That's going to make it 121-95. 3-point shot is good. So it's going to be 121-98.
They got a long way to go. But they're controlling the clock with high screen roll and quality looks.
So 121 and shot going to be no good. Ball's going to go back over to the Clippers. Still George for step back three, no good. Still 121-98. Still 4 minutes and some change left.
The Clipper fans, he's the enemy now. Falling away, ball not that time. Reggie Jackson throws it up, and Terrence Mann lays it up and in.
So it's a basket, so it makes it 121-100. They've still got some time left. And they will go down. And that's going to be a. And Paul will get the ball back. So under 4 minutes remaining. Still 121-100. Let's see if they get a basket here. And the shot is going to be no good. Ball goes back over to the Clippers. Kennard for three, no good. Ball goes back over to the Phoenix Suns.
Diminishing right now for the Clippers as we approach 3 minutes remaining.
Coming off a really disappointing loss at home. What a response by these Phoenix Suns.
They've been the best road team in the NBA all season. 5-2.
3-point shot is no good. Ball will be knocked out of bounds. Looks like the Suns will maintain possession.
Have done an outstanding job all year long. But pointing the finger at Monty Williams, we talked about the effort and the poor job of trying to close out the series at home. The bottom line is he didn't panic. And he didn't point the finger at anybody else. He says, I've got to do a better job. That's leadership, not allowing guys to panic. And he set the tone. And the Clipper fans right now, Mark, couldn't agree more, giving a standing ovation as Jaron Lewis opening his bench, waving the white flag with 2:58 remaining. The Clipper season is going to come to an end tonight.
Like I said, it it was a good season for the Clippers, but unfortunately, like I said, the Phoenix Suns were a lot better than this team going into the NBA playoff Western Conference finals here. So I say this: look, whoever the Phoenix Suns will play in the finals, it's gonna like I said, they're gonna face that they're gonna face a tough team. Ball goes back over to the Clip, and the Suns will get the ball back. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Ball once again still 121-100.
Not in the playoffs last year to an NBA Finals.
Not the playoffs the last 10 years. That's never happened before. A team making the finals after missing the playoffs.
3-point shot is good.
Putting on the finishing touches.
So that's Chris Paul.
41 points. He has waited his entire career to make the finals.
Shot is going to be no good.
At age 36, he will play for the NBA championship starting next week.
And looking at the Clippers bench, it's a technical foul for looking and talking to the Clippers bench. But he didn't want to dwindle down the clock and wait for subs to come in. He wants a knockout punch.
No, he wanted that technical.
Marcus Cousins.
So that's going to be a technical on the Clippers.
Have they not made the playoffs in the past 10 years? 0 playoff appearances.
No free throws by Paul.
They had some brutal seasons, winning 19 games, 21 games, 23 games. Last year, they turned it around.
Free throw is no good. Still 124-100.
You know, in the bubble, you could see things were starting to change. Young talent. And then they added Chris Paul and Jay Crowder, and this has been a dream season for the Phoenix Suns. And it's not over yet.
Been an absolute season for them. I'm very enthused
So much emotion for Chris Paul.
with this Phoenix Suns team. I'm very enthused. Equine Moore comes in for Jay Crowder, so he's former New Orleans Pelican, Equine Moore.
I remember Larry Bird, the great Larry Bird, coming to Indiana Pacer coach and talked to Reggie Miller and myself and said, I want you guys to get there. It's a whole different level.
Shot is good. So that's Equine Moore getting the basket, makes it 126-100, so 126-100.
Made it in 1976, the last one in 1993.
Shot is good.
You know, I'm sure a lot of Suns fans thinking of
126-102.
was a great player on the 76 finals.
So let's see if
the 93 finals team.
Suns look like they can try to run some clock down. They got this game well in hand.
And now a third Suns team will make the NBA Finals.
That's classic guys you will find. And Monty Williams actually went and visited him.
An easy basket.
Yeah, it's a class.
Jalen Smith gets the basket, makes it 128-100.
Chris Paul's back-to-back rounds with brilliant performances. Again, he had 37 in the clincher against Denver in the second round.
So 107 remaining, scores 128-102.
Robert Sarver, the owner, and a disappointing ending to what was such an impressive playoff run for Paul George and the Clippers. And again, the injuries too much to overcome, as were the Suns too much.
And the shot is good. 130-102. Sarge will get a foul. That'll be at the 35-second mark. So look like Chris Paul is happy. I mean, I'm happy for him. Like I said, not making the playoffs, the finals when he was with the Pelicans. So I'm glad to see Chris Paul absolutely making his first NBA Finals. So that's one thing I'm very glad to see, because when we had him, we almost, we could have made it to the finals, but we had some sloppy coaching decisions and stuff like that. So Monty Williams, like I said, just like Monty Williams, he was the Pelicans coach. Look, he brought this team to a playoff, but didn't get into the finals. So So I'm glad to see Monty Williams, two former Pelicans, making a big impact for another team. To say the least. 11.7 seconds remaining.
Another big road win for this team. They've had so many of them. Game 4 against the Lakers, games 3 and 4 against Denver, and now games 4 and 6 here against the Clippers in the conference finals.
So let's see if they'll inbound it out. So the game is finally over.
28 years of going back to the NBA finals.
So final score tonight, 130-103. I'm going to say this tonight. I'm going to say this. Let me turn this off. I'm going to say this to everybody. Look, the Phoenix Suns deserve to go to the NBA Finals. They absolutely deserve to go to the NBA Finals because they had some people had the Clippers and stuff like that. But the unfortunate truth is, I'm glad to see another team getting into the finals this year. So final score 130-103 is your final here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. If you want to talk about the game tonight, come on down here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter with your thoughts about tonight's game. We will let you come in and talk. Also, if you want to come in video chat, come through the StreamYard link. We will let you go through it. So we'll go through the final stats, and if we have any guests, we'll stay. But if we don't, we'll sign off. Okay, let's go through the stats. Final stats of the tonight's game. 130-103 is your final score. Okay, shooting tonight. Let's go over those numbers. Phoenix shot 56%, 53 of 94. The Clippers shot 41%, 33 of 79. 3-point shooting. Phoenix shot 17 of 31 for about 54%. The Clippers shot 12 of 39. For about 30%. Also, free throws. The Clippers didn't need to get on the line. They only got on the line 11 times, so that's not too bad. The Clippers got on the line 32 times, converted 25 shots for about 78%. Now, the rebounding aspects in the game tonight, 47-32 in favor of the Suns on total rebounds. They finished with 10 boards. Also, they finished with 37 offensive defensive boards tonight. Also, assists, 27-18. Steals was 5-5. Block shots was 4-3. Turnovers was 9-8. So they kind of had only 9 turnovers. That was their only downfall. It came down to it. But that is just unfortunate. But the Clippers got 17 of those. 9 turnovers. Now the fast break points, Clippers led 7-6, and the points in the paint, the Suns led 54-34. So that was in tonight's game. So final score 130-103 is your final score. Suns are heading to the NBA Finals, which will be next week. Whoever wins out of that game between Atlanta or Milwaukee, they will. It looks like they will have Phoenix in the finals. So that will be a big deal. So we'll give you the box score. So let's go ahead and pull box score tonight. Okay, box score. Final box score tonight. Suns. Crowder finished with 19. Bridges finished with 9. Aiden finished with 16 points. He had 17 rebounds, 12 on defense, 5 on offense. Also, Paul finished with 41 points. He was absolutely on his game tonight. 16 of 24 shooting. He also had 7 of 8 from three-point range. Booker had 22 points tonight. He also had 7 boards, 7 on defense, none on offense. He went 10 of 26. Sarge had 7. Smith had 2. Craig had 3 off the bench. Payne had 7. Carter had 2. And Moore had 2. So that was in tonight's game. Also, for the LA Clippers, Morris had 26 points. Morris finished with 9 of 17 shooting. He also finished with 9 boards tonight. He also had 9 on defense. Also, Beverly finished with 11. He also had 1 board, 1 on defense. Also, Jackson finished with 13 points. He also finished 4 of 12 shooting, 2 of 7 from three-point range. Not a good night for him. Paul George had 21 points, finished with 9 rebounds, 8 on defense, 1 on offense. Mann finished with 5. Batum finished with 9. He had 4 boards, 3 on defense, 1 on offense. Cousins finished with 12. 1 offense, no defensive board, but he had an offensive board in the game, 12 points. Also, Eterno had 1. Kennard had 3. Coffee had 2. So that was in tonight's game. So final score tonight, 113-103. That is your final score. Game number 6 of the finals. Phoenix will be going to the finals. They'll be taking on the winner of Milwaukee and Atlanta tomorrow night. We will not have that game for you, so no game tomorrow night. So we'll be back hopefully on Friday doing sports talk or some Major League Baseball. We'll probably do that for you. So we'll be back doing play-by-play. So we'll be back on Friday. Hopefully I don't know what we'll do, baseball or something. So so let's go ahead and wrap it up tonight. So I'm going to stop the screen. So final score, 130-103 is your final score tonight. Here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So once again, for myself, manning the boards at StreamYard. Once again, everybody have a good rest of your Wednesday night. And we'll be back tomorrow for Sports Talk, hopefully around noon. Trying to see. It depends on what I have to do because I have some people coming over. So hopefully we'll be back around noon for Sports Talk or probably at night. So that will be 2 choices. So have a good rest of your Wednesday, and we'll see you tomorrow.